Good morning, DFC, and welcome to another lesson in grade 12 entrepreneurship. Today is an important day because this is our first evaluation task, and it is an e-commerce scavenger hunt. So we're going to learn how to use all the content from Unit 1, the internet, and various e-commerce websites to find key information related to conducting business online. Now, as an evaluation task, this has a deadline, which is Wednesday, March 31st at 12:21, or sorry, at 11:59. Any late submissions will be subject to a late penalty of 5% per day, up to a maximum of 50%. And this is an evaluation task, which means it'll be marked by me, and it will count toward your final, I should say your midterm and final grade. So if you're watching this video, you've read the instructions. So please complete each task. There are 6 in total, to the best of your abilities. If you look here, let's go long range plans. I have 2 days scheduled for this culminating activity, and then we'll have the Unit 1 quiz here. And then it'll be due on Wednesday, the 31st. All right, task 1 is simply go onto Amazon and find an item that you'd be interested in purchasing. So for me, should specify Assassin's Creed. Say this item here, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So you write down what the item is, what is the subtotal. So subtotal is what is the cost minus the tax and shipping. So subtotal is listed right here. So you can copy and paste the information or input it directly. And then what are some pieces of information you need to provide before actually ordering the item? So say you add to cart. I have door handles. I'll delete those, I already bought them. So if I wanted to check out and actually purchase this, don't actually purchase the item unless you actually want it. But what are some pieces of information you would need to provide in order to complete the transaction? Now, I want you to tell me 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages for you as the shopper for using an e-business like Amazon. And then what are some advantages and disadvantages for selling online? So imagine that you are Amazon. What's good and what's bad about selling online? Amazon is one of the world's largest retailers in the world. So there are definitely advantages to that. But what are some also disadvantages or considerations Amazon must take? Next, I'd like you to pick one of these websites, say Manitoba Mucklucks, and just browse through the website. So scroll through, read each tab, see what the business provides. And then answer the following questions. Briefly describe the business. So what does it do or sell? Do they provide a product, service, or both? Product is something that you can purchase, whereas a service is something that you pay for someone else to do. So getting a haircut, getting an oil change, getting your nails done, those are all services. Now, is the website meant to advertise, market, or both? So for this example, I can buy online. If I wanted to buy these, I can buy them online. Some businesses are simply meant for information purposes only, which is fine. But tell me Is it meant to give information, sell, or both? Now, if the business sells a product or service online, what type of transaction is it? And see, I'm going to link to this reading here, but there are 3 types of transactions: business to consumer, and consumer to consumer. Tell me which type of transaction it is out of the 3. Next, I'd like you to list 2 things that you liked most about the website and 2 things that can be done to improve the website. All right, next, I'd like you to pick one of these websites and just browse through the site before answering the question. What website did you select? What are some security threats the website could face? What security features are present to protect people's privacy and the reputation of the business itself? And overall, is this business a trustworthy one? So if you're unsure of like, oh, what are some, I don't know of any security features or threats, go back to the lesson 1.4, because all the daily practice activities, they are meant to help you prepare for the unit culminating activity. So this lesson is all about learning the security features and risks associated with e-commerce. So doing the daily activities, they're just meant to help you prepare for this. If you haven't done the daily activities at all and you're just jumping into the evaluation task, it'll be much harder for you. All right, next, use the internet to locate a program or organization that can be used to help youth entrepreneurs. So I've given you a phrase that you could search, or you can pick one of these organizations. So for example, summer company. So I'd like you to read information on your chosen organization or from the list I've provided. So read the information here. What is the program called? What does it do or offer? And then how can you get a hold or access the assistance that this organization is providing? Next, I'd like you to research a local business's website. Boulder Bear Climbing Center here in Thunder Bay. They're currently closed simply because, well, Thunder Bay is currently in a lockdown as of this filming. What I'd like you to do is browse the website. So you can navigate it through the tabs here and do a review of it. So I've given you a number of criteria: visual appeal, ease of navigation, functionality, quality of information, and professionalism. So rate each aspect on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being lowest or least effective, 5 being highest and most effective. And then for each criterion, just explain in a sentence why you chose to rate that sighting the way you did. So visual appeal, here it is. So visual appeal is how well does it look? I'm going to say there's lots of pictures, but some, like this one, are low resolution. So I'm going to give it a 4. So to highlight it, you just highlight with your cursor. And then there's a highlight color right here, and then just give it a color. There are lots of images, but some are low resolution or highly stretched. That's all you need for an explanation. So just give it a score for each criterion and an explanation. And to remove any highlighting, just go to none. In a few sentences, describe this website's greatest strengths and describe what could be added, removed, or changed to make this website better. Last but not least, browse Upshot Coffee's Facebook page. They're a local business, but they don't have a website yet. What are 3 questions? So just browse the Facebook page. 3 questions you'd like to ask the owner or employees of the business. And how could this business benefit from having a website? Ordinarily, we would actually go to this business, visit, try the menu, talk to the owner and employees, but we can't do that during a pandemic. So this is the next best thing. And that is it. So if you take 2 mornings, you should have no problem getting this done. You don't have to write any paragraphs. There are no essays, just short, simple sentences. Just please make sure I can understand those sentences. So here's how you'll be marked. This is the learning goal that we're trying to accomplish. And here's how you can ace this assignment. You have completed each section based on the instructions provided and to the best of your abilities. You've included the necessary amount of detail to properly address the questions. You've included proper spelling, grammar, punctuation, and sentence structure in your answers. And you actually understand the information in all the websites that you researched. So take your time and actually read through. There's a lot of websites that I want you to visit. So please research them accordingly. All right. I will be online every morning if you have any questions. And it's really important that you do well on this assignment because it will count toward your midterm and the final mark. So the daily practice assignments, they're to help you prepare for assignments like this. All right, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to meet me up in Google Classroom, and I hope you have a good day. All right, everyone. Bye.